If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you need any code cards, make sure you check out Potown Store for automatic email delivery and use code Tablemon for 5% off all your purchases. If you're from Europe, mealybotsgaming.com is a great option to get your cards from. They have all sorts of sealed products, merchandise, and all the sets available from Pokemon Sun and Moon upwards, including the latest Hidden Fate set. Don't forget to use Tablemon code when checking out to get a further 5% off from your final purchase. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today on YouTube. We are going to be giving this a try. I think I figured out all the kinks and quirks. It's not perfect yet because for whatever reason I can't see the chat. I can't see the chat on my streaming software, but I can see it on screen and I can see it on the web browser which has the stream, so it's all good for now. Thanks so much to everyone who's here: Maxwell, Greer, Dr. Frog, Jessie and James, here we come indeed. As you can see, Kian, Sid, Alex, Alejandro, thank you so much everyone who is here. And so we are going to be taking a look at this deck that got posted to some of the Facebook groups and got a lot of attention. I don't remember the name of the person who posted the video, but it's definitely like mad props to them. If someone on chat remembers the name of the person, or if he's in there, if he's here right now, huge props. I've been enjoying playing with this deck and just annoying literally all of my opponents. It's been pretty fun to play. And the deck focuses around Trevenant and Dusknoir GX with the 270 HP. This new tag team promo card just got released and it is legal for play. It has the attack Night Watch, which deals 150 damage, and you choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand, and your opponent reveals those cards and shuffles them into their deck. So the whole idea behind this deck is we're going to use double Mismagius to bring your opponents down to 4 prizes. Then you will reset stamp them, then you will use Jessie and James, and then you will Night Watch, and they will have to play with 0 cards in their hand. And, hello Darren, Jonathan, you think it came out of Japan a while ago? Perhaps it did. I honestly didn't know about the deck until very recently. By the way, is the music okay? Because I know last time the music was pretty loud. Hopefully the music is okay. I guess you would have mentioned it already if it wasn't. But yeah, we're trying to negate our opponent's hand through the Night Watch attack. And we also have the Pheromosa GX attack, which for an extra psychic energy along with the cost, we will... not only is the defending Pokemon knocked out, right? So we can strip a Reshizzard off of energies or a Mew Mew off of energies and knock it out. But if we have the extra energy attached, we get the effect of the energies. Otherwise, then the defending opponent is just knocked out, which can be useful, right? Especially if they have a 0-card hand. But if you're using Pheromosa, you're not using Night Watch, right? So definitely something to consider right there. Music is perfect, music is good. Okay, I'm glad because in today's speakerphone video there were a lot of complaints. Why back to YouTube, Glenn? I was having a lot of technical issues, but I seem to have worked them out so far, and the real reason why we are back on YouTube is because the market, I guess, on Twitch seems extremely saturated, and a lot of the big streamers were all streaming at the same time, and so the population is getting split into a lot of people. So I figured perhaps on YouTube there's a brand new market to explore, and potentially new people who will want to support our Tablemon adventure. I know last time I streamed on YouTube this past Monday, a lot of people mentioned that they didn't use Twitch and stuff. So there's just different people to look forward to into meeting in the YouTube videos and the YouTube streams. So moving on, so how do we power up the Night Watch attack? Well, we are going to use the Dull Mismagius, activating Beast Ring, and therefore allowing us to Beast Ring our psychic energies onto Buzzwole and Pheromosa, and then allowing us to transfer the energies with the Tag Switch onto the Dusknoir and Trevenant. So it is kind of complex, and it's not something you can pull off. Thank you so much, Glenn. I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. Not super easy to pull off, right? There are a lot of moving pieces, as someone mentioned in chat. There are a lot of moving pieces for this deck. However, there is a possibility, and I hate it because when I built the deck and I tried it once, the deck worked perfectly, and after that, I haven't been able to get it to work 100% great. But we're gonna give it a try. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. We have Disruption with Jessie and James, as I mentioned, discarding cards. We have the Lieutenant Search because we are going to be behind in prices with the Mismagius. We have switches for annoying special conditions, and in case we start with the Buzzwole Pheromosa, we have our 4 Dust Stones along with the 4 for Mismagius. We have 4 greens, which is really awesome. And so let's jump into a ladder and see if we can pull off the combo. We are going to be playing Standard for a little bit today, but continue with the theme of not letting our opponents play. Just as the title says of the stream, we are going to be playing another deck, the Guardian Giratina deck, which also features Mismagius, and we are also going to be playing a little bit of Sable Garb. How much packs are Trevenant Dusknoir cost? I have no clue. Yeah, I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue how much the packs cost. Let's see, like right now we already have over 50 people in the stream, and that usually doesn't happen when other people are streaming on Twitch. So I am happy to try and keep innovating and find other ways to bring content for you guys. Now this hand is pretty sad, of course. This hand is actually pretty sad. We're not going to be doing much with this. I do indeed, Alex. I do indeed. Okay, so we're up against a Blacephalon deck, so dealing with the confusion is actually very difficult. The Fire Flint indicates kind of that it's a green-spaced build. Yeah. So we'll have to see what goes on with that. We do see the Welder. My opponent discarded a Welder, so very nice turn 1 for my opponent. Very nice turn 1. And we are actually unable to do much right here. I mean, I really can't do much. What do I even do here? I need another Pokemon. I think I just pass here. I mean, I could set up a Dusknoir, right? But then I'm not really accomplishing much. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. I think I just pass. That's a really horrible hand. Definitely not the best way to showcase the deck. Another Welder will just mean the end for us. Like, next turn I can evolve, so if I top deck any other Pokemon, then I can, like, be okay-ish. I've been definitely punished for discarding that Welder early on, so it seems like we are going to be safe, unless he has Energy Switch in his deck, which I feel like he would not have played the greens if he did. Looks like my opponent will try and dig with the Mismagius, so actually a similar-ish deck focusing on the Mismagius. My opponent already played a supporter, so the only way he could get a knockout this turn now. Oh no, he doesn't even use the Mismagius. He just sets it up to make sure that he can't greens next turn before utilizing it. Alright, so I top deck an energy. Not great. I will go ahead and discard the search. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this guy. I mean, I'm definitely not winning anytime soon. First game of the stream doesn't count anyway, right? That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. First game of the stream never counts. Arceus Dialga Palkia is definitely going to be pretty good. Joy. I think it's not going to be as good as we would want it to, but it's still going to be pretty okay. Still going to be pretty okay. Alright, so this is a Mismagius greens kind of base deck. We are going to lose our Misdreavus. There's no card we can top deck here to really help us. I mean, I can use the Pheromosa GX attack, right? Which means this guy will go down. What? That's so sad. That is so sad. One turn too late. If we had top decked that instead of the energy last turn, we would have been in an okay spot. Alright, so let's go for the Pheromosa. My opponent needs a welder in order to KO this person. Infinite heat factor is for him though. Is he going to whiff the welder yet again? Okay, so if I top deck on Mismagius, I might have a chance here. Decides to retreat, decides to go for the bursting burn. That way I am not knocking out the Blacephalon. Understandably so, right? Understandably so. And this could be useful. Okay. Okay. So let's go for this. And then we grab Dusk Stone and we grab Cherish Ball. No, you know what? I think I need to set up a second Misdreavus. Yeah, I think I need that. I don't really need the Beast Ring or the Tag Switch anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of the Tag Switch, I feel, because I can burn this much more easily. I'll set up the Misdreavus. Alright, so maybe, just maybe, we can do something here. Alright, so Kite PKK, pues todavía no comienzo a probar la nueva expansión, pero la próxima semana comenzamos con eso. No creo que el formato cambie mucho, pero Reshiram y Zekrom parece ser de los mejores decks, ¿no? So not great follow-up to this. Not a great follow-up. Didn't get an energy. Flip Tails. I don't think there's much I can do here. Do I just switch into the Misdreavus? Yeah. You can have that. You can have that as your prize. The two other Misdreavus were prized, so that's trouble. Could have grabbed Pheromosa and Tag Switch for attack this turn. No, because Pheromosa, Matthew needs Pheromosa needs, yeah, with those energies I'm not winning. Pheromosa needs grass energies, so no, I could not have attacked. I could not have attacked. Solgaleo y Lunala GX creo que sí será jugable. Definitivamente creo que sí será jugable. Con Malamar, especialmente. Aunque 230 ya no es gran daño, con los Spell Tags puedes ahí compensar. Alright, so disappointing first game. Let's see if our next game can find us a better deal here. Let's see if our... Pues bueno, ese es el nuevo deck como obvio, que será obviamente fuerte, ¿no, Kite? Pero claro que hay que preocuparse por Guardian, solo que Guardian pues también tiene que preocuparse por otras cosas. You think that went well, David? It went well for my opponent. My opponent definitely drew pretty well in that game. Alright, so we win the coin flip. That's awesome. That is awesome. We mulligan. That hand would have been decent. Like basically you want that greens on your turn 1. If you get greens on turn 1, then you're in a fine spot. Or if you get Misdreavus, like if you get Misdreavus plus another Pokemon and a Dusk Stone, you're also in a pretty okay spot. Alright, so we have the potential for the Dusk Stone as long as we flip heads. So it's not great to rely on a coin flip, but we already flipped tails the previous turn, so the previous game, so we flip it again. Alright, well, at least I can search for the Mismagius next turn anyways, so that's pretty good. We are up against Dark Box, but hopefully a 0-card Dark Box is going to be less threatening than a fully functional Dark Box. Okay, so we have everything in our power to potentially pull off the combo next turn. We'll have to see if it works out, and the issue is we are 3-hit KOing this Mega Sableye Tyranitar. Well, I guess I would 2-hit KO it as long as I can Palemon, so that's solid. Oh, we see a Coach Trainer. That's super greedy. Super greedy, because if you don't start Sableye, like if you don't start attacking, if you start Sneasel, if you start Void Ball, I would imagine my opponent's gonna search for. Coach Trainer is such a bad card, so that's super greedy from my opponent. Cueva del Panda, muchas gracias. Sí asistiré. Sí asistiré al regional de San Diego. Sí asistiré al regional de San Diego, definitivamente. So yeah, already I can tell that there's a lot of people who speak Spanish, right? That don't usually, or wouldn't usually be present on YouTube, right? So that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Yeah, I know, right? Lele is something we all miss very, very dearly. Okay, so I'm set up for the combo pretty much. I just need to draw the right combination of cards off of the Mismagius. So I need another Mismagius, I need the Tag Switch, I need the Beast Ring. So I got both of them, and I need another Mismagius, so I got everything so far. So I want to treasure the Psychic. Yeah, I'm going to treasure the Psychic, grab the Mismagius. I guess the Beast Ring is not that important anymore. The Beast Ring is actually not that important. Okay, so I'll play this. I'm definitely attaching. And then, now I need the Jessie and James. All I need is the Jessie and James. And I have a chance at finding it, right? I do have a chance at finding it. My other Dusknoir is priced, so there's no point in having a Cherish Ball. It could be a discard fodder. Oh, I failed the first Pokégear. That's so sad. And the second one gets me a Lieutenant Surge. Of course. Alright, so... well, let's Reset Stamp. I mean, do I go for the GX attack or do I go for Night Watch? I feel like going for Night Watch is going to be stronger here. Ah, so close though. So close. So close. I'll only transfer one. I should have only attached one, I guess. Oh well. I feel like Night Watch is better. And we shuffle back in an Energy and a Beast Ring. What else my opponent has, we do not know. Yep, kept the Cynthia. Kept the Cynthia. So now we're in a lot of trouble. We are certainly in a lot of trouble right here. All my opponent needs to do is save those energies, accumulate them on the Greninja's org, and then he's going to be completely fine. 3 cards was not enough. You should have to end with the rings first. That's true. That is true, Timothy. That is very true. That is very true. Having a Power Plant would have also been great. I mean, I didn't play a single supporter though. I should have thinned with the Beast Rings first though. That is very true. That is very true. Okay, now we're in a lot of trouble, that's for sure. We are in so much trouble. because even after I knock this guy out, even if I use my GX, he can recover 2 energies. So the only way I can pull this off is maybe if he doesn't want to kill me with the Granger Zorg, and then I GX the energies away with a Power Plant. Completely my bad on not thinning. Oh, come on. Top deck another Lieutenant Surge. Top deck another Lieutenant Surge. Yep, nothing I can do here. Alright, so let's Night Watch. Get rid of 2 more cards. The Energy and Beast Ring, the exact same 2 cards as last time. The exact same 2 cards as last time. The issue is... Oh, you're kidding. Come on. Oh well. I mean, thinning with the Beast Rings would not have been that much of an improvement. Sure, it was the right play, but it wouldn't have been the game determining. Okay, so that's the card we wanted. That is absolutely the card we wanted. We go Pale Moon. The energies get discarded. Hopefully my opponent can't attack me. We see the charging up. Yeah, the problem is now with this much damage, this Nagnadel just KOs me, right? It just finishes me off. Okay, so I get 3 prizes. Okay. So I get the energy. So now I need... Oh no, I didn't get the Trevenant Dusknoir. If I got the Trevenant Dusknoir from my prizes, I could have gotten... does he have it? He does have energy, the discard pile. So now I just lose, right? If I got a grass energy, I could win with Buzzwole Pheromosa. I don't think I can win anymore. Because this guy just uses charging up and beats me. Yeah, I have no way to heal. I have no way. Yeah, so we were close though. We were close. If my opponent didn't have exactly the switch. Anyways, we're dead here. If I gotten the other Dusknoir Trevenant from my prizes, I could have greens for switch and tag switch and attacked with the brand new Dusknoir, and then I would have been completely fine. If I had a grass energy, I would have also been completely fine. So a lot of things to maybe consider, but we don't know that we're going to need those cards under very specific situations. So I'm not sure. You search the most overrated card to come out recently. I mean, people were calling for it to be banned before it even came out. So I would agree on the overrated part. It's definitely a very good card, but I definitely think people were just like thinking the game was going to be completely ruined by it, and that's not what happened, right? That is definitely not what happened. All right. Hello, Joshua. Everything's going well. Thank you very much. How about you? How are you doing? Can you take a single grass energy? You could, right? You could, but it's like, how often does it happen that you're up against a Mega Sableye Tyranitar and you attack it twice and it's left with 30 HP, like with 20 HP left, and you would be able to knock it out? Like, the amount of times it happens is not common enough, I feel. Right, very good hand now. Very, very good hand to get the turn 1 log going. So hopefully it works out. Sam, back to YouTube indeed. Back to YouTube indeed for the day. Back to YouTube indeed for the day, and probably for the rest of the month. We'll have to see how the numbers go, but already the amount of people that are live right now on YouTube at the same time that as someone as Mahone is streaming on Twitch is much, much higher. So I definitely think moving back to YouTube is going to be a good strategy for me right here. All right, so we're gonna give it a try. Yeah, and it all depends on the support I get. Honestly, I haven't been getting that much support over on Twitch. So I figured, well, why not give it my all on YouTube? Alright, so we're definitely attaching. We are definitely going to treasure away the switch for the Misdreavus. Now, based on the fact that I have a Mismagius prized, I don't think I'll be discarding this Mismagius, because I might not be able to pull this off right now. Okay. Muchas gracias, Javier, por participar. So do I discard the Mismagius or not? Maybe I do. Because I still need to Dusk Stone for the other one anyways. I did prize one. That's awesome, Joshua. Thank you so much for being here. Alright, so we're almost there. We are in fact almost there. It depends on this order pad yet again. 2 tails in a row. Now we get the head flip. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright. So, okay. We're almost there, guys. We are actually almost there. So, let's go. Let's play the Lieutenant Surge. Let's... Oh, I already giant hearth. Do I get rid of something with this Mysterious Treasure? No, I need all of these 4 cards. 3 cards, rather. So what am I missing? I'm missing the Buzzwole, Pheromosa, and the Beast Ring. That is all I am missing. So let's go for it. Ah, this treasure is annoying. Okay. If this becomes greens, then we got there. If this becomes greens, then we got there. My Buzzwole is not prized. All of my Buzzwoles are not prized. Okay, so we have one chance here. We have one chance with this Pokégear. Yes! Turn 1, complete hand lock. Oh no! Oh, I actually won't be able to complete hand lock. I actually won't be able to complete hand lock. Because I'm missing 1 card to discard for the Jessie and James. Right? Yeah. Oh no, I can. Never mind, I can. I have the energy and the Misdreavus to get rid of. Perfect. So I'll bench. I'll Beast Ring. I thought I was 1 card short, but I'm not. I am in fact not a card short. I am also leaving myself with a 0 card hand, right? But it's not the end of the world. I don't think... Yeah, let's Jessie and James. For sure. For sure. There we go. I mean, it does take a lot though. It does take a lot. So stuff from Cosmic Eclipse. Yeah, the Nagnadel tag team could be better than Pheromosa and Buzzwole. Like Nagnadel with what's the dude? Gostlord? And then you could play some Dark Energies, and then that GX attack definitely has some merit. It also has more HP. 20 more HP. It's not weak to fire. That's pretty big. This was insane though. This was insane. My opponent taking a long time for the Jessie and James to choose the 2 cards he's gonna discard. I mean, the other 2 are going back into the deck, so it is important to decide what you discard, right? And let's go. Night Watch, and then this guy will come up and deal some damage, but that's when I go Pale Moon GX. I don't get rid of the hand, but I get rid of the energies, and the dude goes down next turn. 2 Cherish Balls were discarded. Top decks a Pokégear into a greens. Oh my gosh. You think playing this in Malamar is a good idea? Maybe. Maybe as a one-off in Malamar it could be okay, but I don't think it's that great. Okay. Decides to... He has a welder now in his hand. He has a welder in his hand. So now I need to get rid of the stadium. His hand is welder plus fire, right? So I definitely need this. I am not out of energies yet. I mean, if I lose this Dusknoir, I've lost the game, right? Yeah. Alright. So we use the Tablemon, no energies. The Regizard is going down next turn. He can do 30 damage, potentially. But 10 damage short still. Oh. Okay, so now we need him to not draw a Pokemon. Back-to-back top deck greens and top deck. Okay, we won. Back-to-back top deck greens, top deck gear into greens into top deck the Fire Crystal. Otherwise, he would have only dealt 30 damage, but he was not knocking me out because Outrage only does 30 damage. Without that extra fire, he would have not knocked me out. Without that extra fire, he would have not knocked me out. He would have only dealt 30 damage with Outrage, but he's left Pokemon-less, so we pulled it off. We pulled it off barely, though. Barely, barely, barely. Which variant is better, Malamar or Pheromosa? I mean, I don't think Trevenant Dusknoir is like serious enough. Like, you don't pull this off, what I just did, enough times to be good, and then there's always a chance they get out of it, right? But yeah, I mean, perhaps playing it around with playing it with Malamar is a lot more reliable, right? You might get to pull it off on turn 2, but you won't have as much disruption as you would want with the Mismagius and the Reset Stamp and the Jessie James and etc. Okay, so that's the big part about this. Okay, that is the big part about this. All right, so I get to go first. Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't play both the control part and the Malamar part at the same time. That's one of the issues. Yeah, that's one of the issues. So if you play with Malamar, you're gonna attack more often and more reliably with more Trevenant Dusknoirs, but you're not gonna be as oppressive. Yeah, in this version, it's like it goes all in on trying to win very quickly, and if it does, great. But if it doesn't, then you're in trouble, right? You are in trouble. So what do I search for? I think I do search for the Trev. Yeah, I'll search for the Trev. I will attach here, and then I'm gonna greens for the Dusk Stone, and kind of like another greens, definitely. Yeah. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Mysterious Treasure away the search for another Misdreavus. And then I'm going to Pal Pad both of them back because I would love to draw either or both of the cards after I use Mismagius. And I don't mind exposing the Trevenant, right? When there's a Lunala in the active spot, it's not a big deal. Now we get to Mysterious Message. Can you, Captain Lidama? I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know. Alright, so we're in a good spot. We have the perfect, pretty much, hand to follow this up. So I'm just gonna pass, right? And we should be able to pull this off next turn, I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Depends on the cards we draw for the Mismagius. I could have used the Dusk Stone, but then the Mismagius was a leftover card. So what I'm thinking is I evolve. Well, I fail the Dusk Stone first and then evolve to try and get that one extra card into my hand. I can also play the Lieutenant Surge immediately. So we'll see. We shall see. You can play Jessie and James without cards in your hand. Okay, I genuinely did not know that. Hand control is more important than energy boost. I would agree with that, right? Alright, and Feral Pal, thank you so much for becoming a member. Very, very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Just like on Twitch, you can become members on YouTube. There's the notification a little bit later. But yeah, thank you so much for choosing to subscribe to the channel. Very, very kind of you for becoming a member. I should have 4-price Reset Stamp. I think, I mean, the thing is, then they'll top deck, then they'll be able to do more stuff. So I'd rather just do it next turn. Like, this is one of the pieces that allows you to handlock them completely, so why get rid of it now? And no deck plays Lunala Prism other than Malamar, so I'm not super scared of Malamar's turn 1 setup, really. So I could have, but that doesn't mean I should have. Because I really didn't need much else. Right? I really didn't need much else. But yeah, for Paul, generally, big thank you. As I mentioned, just like on Twitch, you can subscribe to the channel. You can join the channel on YouTube, and I believe there's a cheaper option than the $5 option on Twitch. There are different memberships, and it allows you to use the emotes, gets you a cool badge, a Tablemon badge. So, in case some of you want to consider it, I really appreciate it. Okay, so my opponent values the Lunala. Already, I don't need much. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Dusk Stone for the Mismagius. And then I am going to Viridian Forest away this Mismagius to thin even more. And then I am going to attach over here. And then I'm going to Lieutenant Surge. And then I go for a switch. There's no difference between these two guys. That switch could have been useful in case my opponent decides to try and hypnotize me, but should be good here. And then there we go. My opponent is at exactly 4 prize cards. I mean 4 cards in hand, so the reset stamp doesn't matter that much. What matters is finding the Jessie and James. So I do have to flip for the order pad here. If it's heads, which it isn't, I won't be able to pull off the perfect hand lock, but I can attack. So that's good enough, right? That should be good enough. So I'm gonna greens for Beast Ring and Tag Switch. Beast Ring and Tag Switch. And then the other greens will be, well, let's do this. Let's make sure I don't mess this up. Let's Tag Switch from this person to the active person. The damage really doesn't matter at all. And then let's greens to make sure that our next turn is looking just as good, if not better. I kind of like the greens, and I kind of like the Jessie and James. I think that's solid. I don't care about playing both. I just care about making sure that my opponent plays without a hand. All right. And I mean, the Tablemon could avoid, but I think it's fine not to. Darren Jacks, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am very happy that you people are enjoying the stream. Okay, you think counter gain would be a good ad? Yeah, you can't counter gain a psychic energy though, so that wouldn't work. I didn't pay attention to the cards that I took away, so if someone knows, that would be fantastic. Someone knows, that would be fantastic. So thank you so much, Darren, for becoming a member of the channel. Can I ask you, Darren, I don't think I've seen you on Twitch, or maybe I have, but I don't recognize your username, but like, there's definitely a lot of people right now watching on YouTube that don't show up on Twitch, so I do think it's a good idea to do this. Ooh, the Latios could be very annoying. Oh. Do I just lose to Latios? Reset Stamp and Lily, okay. Thank you so much. I just lose to Latios, don't I? I just lose to the Latios. Ah, okay, Darren, okay. I just lose to the Latios, right? There's nothing I can do to that Latios, and my own power plant works against me. There's nothing I can do to Latios. Though I do not have a stadium besides Power Plants. I mean, our only hope is that my opponent top decks Viridian and plays it without remembering the ability. Top decks a Judge, plays it. Like, Malamar is already inconsistent enough. Why would you ever play Judge? Does the GX KO Latios? It takes a turn though. So then he just free retreats and the effect goes away. So, okay, so guys, Pale Moon, when you use it, you get rid of all the energies, which he can very easily get back with Malamar, and the Pokemon is knocked out the turn afterwards. Greens for a double catcher, that would be fantastic, but I do not play greens. I do not play greens in this deck. The original person who made this deck does not play greens, so I am fairly sure we are dead. Okay, so I think I have a plan. I think my only plan is to hope that my opponent forgets. So we're gonna be tricky here. Okay? We are going to be tricky. My plan is going to be to hope that my opponent forgets about the fact that Pale Moon gets a KO. So I'm gonna switch and use my GX attack and then hope he doesn't switch out. I think that's my only plan here. I think he top decked the Latios too, right? That was the top deck. It was either that or the card he kept. But, oh well. That's the only plan we have right now. So we're gonna Pale Moon without the extra energy to not get rid of his energy so that he thinks he can just attack again and then the Latios dies. That's our only plan. To hope that our opponent makes a really big misplay. That's our only plan. Hello Arbok Gameplays, how are you doing? Please don't spam the chat. Alright, so there's a Pokegum. That is our only plan. I have a Switch Gun. Oh good, just enjoying some games where we get to annoy people. Wow. Yeah, the handlock is just not doing anything against my opponent. Where to get this card at low price, I have no clue. But I'm sure Millibutts Gaming, if you're from Europe, might be able to help you out. And if you use the code Tablemon, you can get a 5% discount on your purchase. Yeah, pretty sure I did. I mean, and even if I did have a different stadium, my opponent's already accomplishing the thing for Power Bind, so that was crazy though. I left him with 2 cards in hand and he went Latios, Malamar, and power up the Latios. That is just crazy. Nope, I failed it. Okay, so this is the plan now. This is our only plan right here. That my opponent forgets. He's probably gonna go like, wait, what does that do? Your Mismagius can attack Latios for weakness. That is true. Except I don't have 3 energies left to power up the Mismagius. I don't have enough energies to power that guy up. So does my opponent forget? That is the question. Hola Dani, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Saludos hasta Canadá. That is our only hope here. That is our only hope. Please forget. Nah, he's just gonna retreat and attack with Giratina. Please forget. Please forget. Please forget. Please forget. No, he doesn't forget. Okay, so we can see. So yeah, we pulled it off twice very cleanly, right? The 0 card hand or 1 card hand in my opponent's case, or 2 card hand, I think. And both times, this time we lost because of the Latios. The other time we almost lost, right? So it's like, yes, it's a very fun deck. It's really cool, right? You have discard the energy, so it couldn't retreat. Ethan, Latios GX has free retreat, so that would not have helped. Yeah, my only plan was for him to forget. That was the only way. That's why I chose not to discard the energy, so that maybe he was like, well, that didn't do anything. I'll just attack, right? That was my only hope for my opponent to make a mistake. Okay. Maxis Prime, thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming a member of... Oh no, you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Very, very kind of you. Alright, so that will be all for Trevenant Dusknoir. Changes I would make to the deck. I don't know, I mean, you would want to maybe play Grass Energy to be able to attack with this person. Custom catchers would be fantastic. Different stadiums would be fantastic. More energy would be fantastic, but like what I think the order pads are the only cards that maybe you can sacrifice, but you saw how clutch the order pad was in this particular game. So we'll chuck this deck to being a fun deck, and that's pretty much it. So I will be right back in just a second, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back with our next deck, which we are now moving on to Expanded, and we are going to be using a GGN deck focused once again on Mismagius, but with not as harsh of a lock, but with the potential to attack for a lot more damage and just completely devastate your opponent's field much more quickly. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second.